Hey guys, it's Sierra and I am back with another video. I just want to quickly reintroduce myself. I'm trying to get better at doing my video introductions, but I am actually a vertical sleeve gastrectomy patient. I had VSG on February 6, 2018, and I have been documenting my weight loss journey since then. So yes, welcome back. I do know that there are some new subscribers and I greatly appreciate you guys for subscribing. This channel is really just about me sharing non-traditional information or just general information about my particular weight loss journey as far as VSG was concerned. I did go to Mexico, so I feel like I have a slightly different perspective than people who have gotten it done in the States. So just been trying to share as much with you guys as possible so that you can make an informed decision if you opt to go that route. And that's my son, and pick that up. So yeah. So this video is actually going to be a Q&A video based off of an Instagram post that I posted, I believe about a week ago. I just asked, I get a lot of questions on VSG, so I figured I would do a new updated Q&A video to answer as many of them as possible. So I'll try to get through all of them and make this video 15 minutes or less so that it's not too long. If I can't get through all of them, I'll just make 2 videos and post them separately. Okay guys, don't mind my hair. Most of you that follow me on Instagram know that I had box braids in my head, and last night my husband helped me to take them out. So as of now, I am about to wash and condition my hair, but I didn't want to make the video with wet conditioned hair, so I figured I would go ahead and just do the video first and then go ahead and get my condition going, and I'll be working while my conditioner is in my hair. So I am gonna start with that because I did go over hair loss when I was about 4 months. I think I did my video, I can't remember what week it was, but the hair loss started around month 4, 3.5, 4, and it started very slow. I didn't realize it at first, and then I started noticing it because it was coming out from the root versus just shedding. And I just combed my hair out from taking my braids out, and I get this question all the time: did my hair stop falling out? How is the hair loss? Have I lost a lot of hair? So on and so on. So I just wanted to give you guys a real true view of what the hair loss looked like. So this is all of the hair that came out today when I combed it out, and this is from my braids were in 2.5 weeks. So that means that I did not comb my hair in 2.5 weeks. In my opinion, this is, I'm gonna say this is about 75% normal shedding and maybe 25% of VSG hair loss, because when you get braids, your hair sheds anyway. So whenever I've had braids in the past, when I comb my hair out, I would have a ball of hair anyways. But I think this is a little bit more than normal, so I do want to be honest about that. So I'll show you guys. If you're freaked out or grossed out about hair, skip forward, but this is it right here. So I spread it out so that you guys could get a better idea of how much it was. But if I were to just kind of put it together, you know, like eyeball my hair up and get rid of it. So this is how much it was. So that's not a little bit, and it's not a lot. I mean, I actually have a lot of hair, so I am kind of like I'm used to this type of shedding, I guess. But this is, like I said, this is a little more than normal. So yeah, but I want you guys to be able to see. This is after not combing my hair for 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks, because I had braids in. So this is not a normal wad of hair that I would get just on a daily basis. This is from roughly 3 weeks of non-combing. So you guys can see that my hair is still very full, but I started with a lot of hair too. So it just depends on your personal hair. It depends on your genetics. It depends on what you started with too. So I think if I would have started with less hair, maybe it would be more noticeable. But honestly, right now, guys, it's really not. I just don't. I don't notice it. I notice it. I notice it. Let me not say that. I notice it, but nobody else can notice it because my hair is just so thick. So So yeah, in regards to what I did to stop the hair loss, I started taking 10,000 mcgs of biotin every single night. I take it at night. I also I started taking iron, and then I make sure that I get at least per day 60 grams of protein, and I drink a lot of water. So I think I may be averaging maybe over 100 over 100 ounces of water per day, because I really love water, and that's all I drink. I drink water, 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 water. So I think the combination of, oh, also I use biotin conditioner and oil for my scalp. So I use this. I think I showed this before. So I put this on my scalp to condition my scalp a couple days before I'm going to wash it, so it kind of sits in there. And then when I wash my hair, I condition it with biotin and collagen. There's a conditioner that I use, and I just picked one of the cheaper ones from Walmart. So I mean, there's no particular brand. There's a ton of different options at Walmart as far as the biotin conditioner and shampoos. So just pick one, try it out, see if it works for you. I don't know what particular combination has worked or is working. I just know that the hair loss is very minimal at this point. All right, so I don't want to spend too much time on that. I want to go ahead and get into some of these questions so I could try to get through as many of them as possible in the next 7 minutes, I guess. All right, so what made you choose VSG? And the question is actually, what made you choose you? Because I always say, choose you, put you first, you know, be selfish for a second and do something for yourself. And when I got VSG, this was something I did for myself. I decided to choose me. So I love that question, and this came from Be The Change on Instagram. So what prompted VSG was actually one of my past clients. It was a couple. They both underwent surgery, and I photographed them, and I met them before they had surgery, and then I took pictures of them after, about 6 months after they had surgery. And not only were they more vibrant, and they had lost so much weight, I could tell that just they felt amazing. I could tell that they were free, like their personalities just kind of shined. And I've always been a very vibrant person, but the past couple of years I found myself feeling more like a recluse, like I wouldn't go out, I wouldn't do a lot, and I just was kind of tired of that feeling. And so because I've tried so many different weight loss options, I've done so many different weight loss journeys, I've tried pretty much everything, and consistency was my issue, I decided that maybe because I had a food addiction, which I had to realize I had, maybe this was the best option for me. And the more research I did, the more my heart kind of led me in that direction, and the rest is history. So that's the short answer. I'm gonna be back because I have to change the battery. Okay, I am back. So the next question I got was, how did this journey affect your married life? My husband of 10 years is very supportive with this, and we have an amazing marriage, and we just adore each other. But I just want to know from another married woman, did it change things, good or bad? Hope this is not too personal. So no, your question is not too personal. It's a pretty known fact that some marriages don't survive when another person in the marriage has any type of physical success with their body, as far as changing their bodies and things like that. My particular marriage, you know, everybody have their problems and everybody have their issues, and any issues that my husband and I have had prior to weight loss are still the same now, and any issues that we didn't have prior to weight loss are still not issues now. To be honest, I thought that our marriage would change and certain things would be, you know, like a little different, a little more, you know, spicy, but nothing really changed. Like everything's the same. And my husband used to always say that he loved me for me, and it was never about how I looked. It was really me, obviously, who cared more about our, you know, I used to say, like, you know, sometimes I would be like, oh, you're embarrassed of me and things like that. And he's like, how? Like, you're my wife, I married you. And I just never believed it. Like, I always would feel this sense of like he didn't want to be seen with me in public. And now I realize it was just me. It was my own insecurities, because he literally has not changed one bit. Like, when I say nothing has changed with him, nothing has changed with him. So, you know, fortunately for me, things are exactly the same in my marriage. I mean, exactly the same. So, you know, I know that's not true for everybody, and I do know a lot of people do get divorced after they lose, you know, excessive weight, and just for different reasons. It doesn't always necessarily mean that their partner wasn't supportive or their partner wasn't a good person. Just people sometimes outgrow each other because they're now, like, you know, exploring this new life. But for me, I'm the same person. The weight hasn't changed me. It won't change me. I've always been an extrovert per se. I just, for the past 2 to 3 years, I just really started becoming more of like a recluse, and I just didn't want to be social as much as my natural spirit is. So for me, I'm just back to the same person I was before I really pushed myself over the limit when I was like the 311 plus pounds. So yeah, just stay true to who you are. You know, hopefully you and your husband have a genuine connection, and you guys are really soulmates, because I think you'll be fine. So yeah. All right, so let's see what else we have. I've been following you since you started. I know your surgery was done in Mexico. How do you get the needed follow-up visits? What do you take to combat constipation? And thank you for sharing your journey. Okay, so that was a couple different things in one. So the first part of her question was, how do I get the needed follow-ups as far as like check-ins with your surgeon and stuff like that? So if you go to Mexico, that is something that you forfeit. Okay, you do not get the regular follow-ups with your surgeon. You don't get the regular follow-ups with a nutritionist. Now you can go out and hire a nutritionist on your own. You can go and hire whoever you want to, like if you wanted your own psychologist, you can always go hire your own people for these reasons, for bariatric purposes. But in regards to the physician, no, I don't have a surgeon per se that I can follow up with, but my primary care physician has no problem still seeing me and has not had any issues with just my general health. In regards to my blood work and stuff like that, I go to a medical spa and I get my blood work done, and I just make sure my numbers are good. In regards to my opinion personally, to be honest, with bariatric support, I think it's really more of just a mental check-in. It's really more of just making sure that you're staying true to course. So when you go to, and you guys let me know, because you know I don't do medical follow-ups with the bariatric surgeon. So those of you that do see your surgeon, when you go see them, what exactly are they doing? I mean, other than checking your weight, checking your measurements, making sure you're still on pace, and just keeping you inspired per se with, you know, yes, you're doing good, hey, I need you to do this, so and so, or checking your blood work, making sure your blood work's good. Other than those things, you know, what is it that you're getting out of those appointments that if you were getting blood work done on your own and you were good on nutrition and all those things, what would you need from those appointments, basically, is what I want to know. So, you know, for me, I'm a very strong person mentally. I can't even really put it into words. I think certain people are built to be able to go and not have the follow-ups. Some people need the follow-ups. It just really depends on your mind state and where you are. And I think for me, I've always been a very strong-minded person, and I've always been a person that does research and will research until I can't research anymore. So it's almost to a point where I have so much knowledge about things that I invest in or things that I do that I feel so comfortable with just my own book knowledge that I feel I can work myself through it. And that's what I did in this situation. I just educated myself 100% in VSG. I educated myself in just bariatric nutrients and just health as far as the body is concerned. So for my personal body, I know what needs to be done, what doesn't need to be done, and I just roll with it. So far so good. I'm super healthy. Things are great, and you know, if I ever need to see a bariatric surgeon for any reason, I will just pay. I'll see if someone will see me. If not, my surgery center does allow you to come back for any reasons that you need. They do honor their work. You just have to get back there. So if I absolutely needed something, I would hop on a plane and go back to Pompeii and let my doctor check me out and make sure that I'm good to go. So that's kind of, yeah, that's it. The other part of the question was, what do I do to combat constipation? I'm actually going to do an entire video on constipation because it is a big deal, but I'll quickly tell you that I upped my fiber and I drink a lot of water, and every 4 to 5 days I take a stool softener just to keep things from backing up and for getting hard, because I don't know, like my particular body creates a certain type of number 2, and if it doesn't pass and my fiber doesn't work as it should, or maybe I had a day where I didn't get as much water as I should have, it becomes hard and dry, and that is a no-go for me. So I'm pretty strict on my fiber and my stool softener if necessary. So yeah, but I'm gonna actually do a full video on that, so we'll be able to get into that. Do you have any loose skin? Did you avoid hair loss, thinning? You look amazing. Thank you so much. I just talked about the hair loss and loose skin. I actually just did a video about loose skin, so that you could go back and check that video. But I don't know if it's all the way loose skin. I mean, it's just jiggly fat right now. I think I'll have to see once I start toning, but I think I'm gonna have loose skin in my arms and my stomach and my inner thighs. What has been your key to success so far after surgery? And are there any foods after surgery that have become a staple for you that you feel aided you in your weight loss? Okay, so another two-parter. What has been your key to success? My key to success, guys, has really been consistency. My key to success has been believing in myself for once in once in my life. And you know what? I shouldn't say that. I'm not going to say believing in myself for once in my life, because I believe in myself in everything I do. I believe in myself in all of my endeavors. The one thing that I could never stay committed to and never give myself enough credit was a weight loss journey. So when I say believing in myself enough to do it, I'm referring to that, because I've always gotten defeated by the weight. The weight loss journeys never would be successful. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm only referring to weight loss when I say believe in myself. This go round with the tool that I have, because I realized I had a food addiction, it helped me to understand that it wasn't that I was lazy, it wasn't that I wasn't active, it was that I just couldn't say no to food. So now that I can say no, and now that I understand why I need to say no, and I've learned so much more about just, you know, what's the best things to put in my body just for every reason, energy, health, like longevity, all that, I now make just better decisions. So being consistent and believing in myself has been everything. If you can believe in yourself, there's nothing you can't do. So, and then the other part of your question was foods after surgery that have become staples for me, that I think have aided me. Okay, definitely salads. I love salads. I eat a salad pretty much every single day, and they give me, when I finish eating, I don't ever have that sluggish feeling that I used to have eating carbs. Like every time I would eat bread, I would just have to go to sleep. Every time I would eat any kind of rice or potatoes, I would have to go to sleep. So it's just a new world, not having that sluggish, just like that. I call it the itis, the food itis feeling. Like I don't like that feeling, and I have not had to endure that. So for me, salads for sure. And then the other staple for me, guys, is watermelon. Like, oh my god, I eat so much watermelon, it is not even funny. Like I will sit there and just chow down on watermelon until I can't chow down anymore, and I just really enjoy it, and it's just a really good snack for me. It digests really well. I just love watermelon. I've always loved watermelon. So yeah, that's it. Let's see. All right, so this one says, first off, you look amazing. Oh, Thank you, girl. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Still got a long way to go, but thank you guys so much for your sweet comments. My question is, do you crave any of the bad foods such as sweets or fried foods? I have a thing for sweets and wings. I can't seem to shake it, but I'm down 50 pounds. Congratulations! 50 pounds is amazing, and that is Ms. C216. Congratulations, girl, because 50 pounds is a big deal. Like, you own those 50 pounds. So if you lost those 50 pounds, you're doing something right. That's the first thing. So what I'll say is, as far as cravings, I don't crave sweets at all. I've really never been a real sweets person. I love Reese's Pieces, and what I'll say is I have had a Reese's since I've had surgery. I actually have had a Reese's Pieces, but it doesn't, it's not a craving. It might just be something where I just want it, I get it, and it's that, and then it's over with. You know, like I have one and I roll with it and I eat my one cup, and it's so satisfying. So craving wise though, I don't crave it. The only thing I will say I probably in my head just want, because now I know I can have, and they are like life in a bottle, is boiled blue crabs. Y'all probably gonna hear that so many times. I love boiled blue crabs. I could just eat them every single day of the week, which I've done before. I have had blue crabs every single day for like a week before during this journey. I have them every other day. I just love crabs. So I love boiled blue crabs, and I almost got some today, and I might still go get some today because I just love them that much. But it's not like I crave them. It's just I in my head can say, today you want some crabs and you're gonna go get them. But I can go without them if I needed to. I just enjoy them, so I go get them. But I don't really crave anything. There's really nothing that I actually crave. The more I think about it, I don't crave anything right now, guys. I've read a lot of people say that after the 6-month point, they start feeling like their stomach just is like the old stomach again, and it starts wanting things, and it starts doing things that it used to do. And you know, I believe that to a certain extent. I do believe that, and I think one of the other reasons why that probably happens is because we get so excited that we've done so much in our journey, and we've lost this weight, and now we're feeling good and we're looking good. We start slacking off on how strict we used to be, and we start introducing things back into our life, and then it's like, oh, okay, well, you know, I can have a little bit here, a little bit there, and then it kind of turns into, you know, it being more regular. So I think, for me at least, that's the way I look at it. I feel like the more you start introducing old habits, the more acceptable they become, and then before you even know it, you're back to, you know, munching on chips, or you're back to eating white rice or bread or whatever it is that you were not doing before. So for me, my goal is to just stay away from the bad things that I used to do, which is bread and more bread. I love bread. I love white rice. I love baked potatoes. I love spaghetti. I love all white carbs, and I thought it was gonna be hard to give them up, but I literally haven't had white carbs since December, early January. No, January. So it's like I don't even think about them anymore. When we go out to eat, I don't even look at bread. Like, bread is, what is that? Is that edible? Like, I've gotten just to a point where it's not even a question. I don't want to ever have, like, I don't want to use the word relapse, but I don't want to relapse on bread. Like, I don't want to have it and be like, oh, I'll just take another piece. Ooh, just one more. And then I'm going to be like, oh, well, that didn't bother me. And then the next time we go out, I'm going to get another piece and another piece and another piece. So I just don't, because I don't want to make it acceptable. And I don't want my mind to start thinking about it, or to start saying, oh, well, every now and then it's okay. No, I just don't want it at all. I want to continue on this journey as it is, and I just don't want to make any bad decisions that will cost me later, because I'm trying to keep myself in a healthy mind state, and I'm trying to keep myself in a place where I make wise decisions as much as possible. So yeah. And I'm definitely gonna have to make more than one of these videos, because you guys asked a lot of questions, and I am just a little chatter, and I'm already at 16 minutes on this clip. So I might have to make this next question the last question, and then I'll just do another video and try to go a little quicker. Let's see. Here's a good one. Do you have knee and back pain? Did you have knee and back pain before surgery? If so, at what point did it go away and allow you to do spin classes? Okay, this is a great question to end with. So I had the worst ankle, foot, back, and not so much knee pain, but my knee used to pop. I have had problems with my lower back. I had an injury a few years ago where I hurt my lower back, and ever since then my back just doesn't perform the same. So when I would try to work out or jog or anything, like just any exercise period, my lower back would be straining. It would hurt. My feet would go numb, like numb. I couldn't even feel my feet. They would be numb. And then my ankles would pop and kind of be like swollen. My right knee would pop. So it was just like painful and achy, and it just didn't feel good. So it would make me not want to, but I would still try to push myself as far as I could. Well, when I got in the gym at 6 weeks post-op, the funny thing is, I got on the treadmill with my husband that first day when we went to the gym just to try to get a feel for it, and I immediately told him that I could not believe that I had no pain. Like, I didn't have, my feet didn't go numb, my knees weren't popping, my back wasn't hurting, and since then I haven't had any pains. Like, it's really true that the more weight you're carrying, it's just so hard on your body. So when I was 6 weeks post-op, I had already lost at least maybe 30-40 pounds total. I'll have to go back and look, but it was enough that my body started just being able to breathe, I guess, you know, like it wasn't so much weight on my frame. And looking back now, guys, I just really didn't know I was that big. I look at my before pictures and I just cannot believe that is me. Like, I can't believe I was that big. I never saw myself that way. Like, I knew I needed to lose weight. I knew I was, you know, heavy, but I didn't know I was that big, guys. So it makes sense now why my back used to hurt. It makes sense now why my feet would go numb. I was putting all that weight on these little bitty feet, and it's like, girl, we cannot hold all this weight that you are trying to put on us. So I think if you are going forward with surgery, or if you're just on a weight loss journey, period, if you can focus more on your foods, if you can focus more on your nutrition in the beginning of your journey to get some of the weight off, and then start implementing fitness, that would be the best thing to do, because you can absolutely lose a lot of weight without working out. And I would absolutely recommend that, because you don't want to go and strain your body. I've done that many times. I've strained my back so many times trying to work out at 300 pounds, and then can't even move and be paralyzed for 3-4 days because I've now like torn something, or I got a pinched nerve or something like that. So it's just not worth it. I would absolutely wait until your body is comfortable and ready to be able to work out before you push it to a point where you get frustrated and then you can't. So yeah, let me see if I could do one more quick question. I think I'm gonna do the rest of them in another video, so that this one is just not ridiculous, because I think it's going to be 30 minutes once I add the other video in. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick video. Well, long quick video answering a couple questions. And like I said, I do have a lot of videos coming up. I have a video on constipation that I'm going to be posting soon, and I also have a video on a couple other things that I think are going to help a lot of you. So I'm excited about those videos and them. But I absolutely appreciate all of your questions that you guys sent in, and I thank you all for the time that you spend, you know, letting me know what's going on in your lives. And I definitely try to respond to as many of you as possible. So keep on sending in your love, keep sending in your messages, and keep doing amazing things in your lives, because at the end of the day, if you don't put you first, nobody will. So give yourself the time that you deserve, give yourself the love that you deserve, and watch how things are gonna just start falling in place for you. So if that is, well, yeah, I think so. So that's it. Actually, I was gonna say I'm gonna go ahead and do the second one, but I'm gonna probably wait until another day to finish up the questions because it's already getting late and she needs to wash her hair. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely comment below if you have any other questions. I'll try and answer them in the comment section, and or if you need any clarity on something that I may have said, I'll answer it in the in the comment section. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and bye.